Good morning, friends. Prepared Suburbanite back at you. Today is the 15th of October. It's Saturday morning, and as many of you know, I live in Wake County, North Carolina, and I'm just outside the city corporate limits of the city of Raleigh, and I suspect that you may have all heard in the national news coverage that we had a mass shooting here in Raleigh Thursday night, I believe around 5 o'clock or so, and still trying to sort out some of the details, but I guess I was pretty taken aback when some of the data started coming out. Now, 5 people have been confirmed dead. The shooter is in critical condition in a local hospital, and of the I guess there was 2 injuries sustained in that kind of a thing. One of the dead is an off-duty Raleigh Police Department employee, a policeman, and one of the injured, I think, was also a Raleigh PD. So we've had quite the deal here. One of the confirmed victims of this terrible, stupid crime was a church member, a member of our church who we knew, and it's just a very sad day. She was a lovely, wonderful person, just out for her evening walk, and just got gunned down right there and there. Leaves a grieving husband and I believe 2 daughters behind. Very, very sad kind of a situation for us and our church family as well. There's a number of questions that have not been even asked, I don't believe. The news media has been very careful because the shooter has been described as a juvenile. And latest reports are that he's only 15 years old. One of the victims was his older brother. So not sure what's going on there. But at 15 years old, something isn't setting together right. The mayor of Raleigh, in her opening remarks, talked about how she's grieving and her heart goes out, and prayers for the families and all that kind of stuff. And she topped it all off by saying, we must do something to stop gun violence. But she doesn't say what that is. I don't suspect that it's anything further than passing more gun laws here in North Carolina to address the situation. But there's something else that's going on here that has not been reported on. We don't know what the shooter's motives were. We don't know what kind of a weapon he used. It's been described as a long gun, and that could be anything. There's no reporting on where that gun came from. Was it in the family household? Was it his brother's? Was it his parents? Nothing, no questions are being asked about that. And I've watched a number of the news updates and stuff from the mayor and the police department and the county sheriff and all that. It's a terrible, terrible situation. The suspect has been unofficially named. I'm not going to mention it right now because I don't know if it's even accurate or not. It looks like it was put together based on 2 or 3 independent pieces of information that all kind of came together and made sense to somebody, and so they just assumed it was this one particular young fella. 15 years old. What is he doing out with what could possibly be an AR-15, a hunting rifle of some type, Lord knows. But he's still in critical condition. Another question that hasn't been answered yet is, how did he get to be in critical condition? Was it a self-inflicted gunshot wound after realizing the trouble he was in? Or were the police involved in somehow causing those critical injuries? As far as I know, it's Saturday morning right now, and as far as I can tell, he's still alive but still listed in critical condition. It's a sad, sad day here in North Carolina. I'm worried about how the press is going to continue to spin this terrible, terrible thing. There's something going on in the minds of these young men. There's something missing. I don't know if it's being religious, going to church, having a father in the home, being an abused child, struggling with gender identity. I have no idea, but those are some of the questions that really need to be answered. If they're looking for a way to really deal with this gun violence epidemic that they keep calling, they have to really take a look at what is the motivational and the causal factors behind these young fellas making these kinds of decisions that they're making to go out and just gun people down as they're on their evening walks, out maybe walking their dog, jogging down a jogging trail. It's just absolutely insane. So until we get some more definitive information about what's going on here, I'm not going to name names, I'm not going to do anything, but I just wanted to let you folks know that we're okay here. We're on the opposite side of town, or the city, I guess, from where this incident occurred, but that is still pretty darn close to home. So, this is the Prepared Suburbanite with a heavy heart, reminding you to be prepared always, and I'll see you all on the next video.